Welcome to the first episode of Survivor's Winter at War Survivor Gods podcast.
So exciting.
So exciting. We just finished watching the first episode and we have a lot to go over.
There's a lot.
There is a lot.
This episode is nuts.
This episode was nuts. Best first episode I've ever seen. What about you?
Oh, dude, I don't even know how you can compare it. When you have 20 winners,
it's unreal.
I don't know how you can compare it to any
it's
other
unreal.
Season. It's not possible. You can't even start to think about
it. It's unreal.
Yeah.
So, let's get started.
Let's get started. Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. So, to start this podcast, we want to tell a couple things, okay? First thing is we have a pool going. So this podcast is a way to talk to our fantasy pool players. Let them know what's going on. Let them know how the rules are going to work. But we're also just going to break down some, like, the episodes.
Yeah.
And what we think.
Yeah, we got to break it down. There's a lot.
There's a lot to break down. There's a lot to break down. So even if you're not a pool member, this is the podcast for you. If you love Survivor, this is the podcast for you. If you're a pool member, I'm going to take all your money. Right?
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm going to take all your money.
This is the first episode confidence coming on right here, you know, where everyone's still got a dream, everyone's still got a hope. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll see what happens. But before we start, we got to give a big shout out to our sponsors. Our sponsors, right? So, sponsoring this first episode is Bacardi White. One of the best rums you can drink. Obviously, we've already finished the bottle. The next best sponsor you can have after a night of Bacardi is Gatorade G2.
G2. Specifically G2? Gotta keep this alive. This thing helps you out in the morning more than anything else in the world.
We have to thank our sponsors.
Really got to give some love to the sponsors. Bacardi G2, thank you very much.
Yeah, you know, it's the episodes wouldn't be as enjoyable, and the next morning wouldn't be as bearable without these two sponsors.
No, especially the next morning. Yeah,
especially the next morning.
Fuck, man.
All right, man. So let's kick it off. This podcast, we're going to talk about a couple things. First, we're going to go off some rules. It's episode 1. There was a score sheet set, but Survivor, expect the unexpected, right? Expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
So no matter how much I could prepare the score sheet, there's some unexpected things that I got to clarify right now and how scoring is going to work so everybody understands that it's fair, okay? We're going to talk about the episode. We're going to talk about what happened. Holy hell. Wow. Stuff went down. These are 20 winners. 20 winners. 20 winners. And we saw some rookie mistakes.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't think I'd see any rookie mistakes. 20 winners.
I knew it was coming, man.
I didn't think I'd see any rookie mistakes.
No, those new school players, you know they're going to make some of those rookie mistakes.
Man.
Those players who never played with all the like fast-paced gaming, you knew that was going to happen. But yeah, we saw some shit go down. You know, no one could have predicted this, right? Everyone's got their things spiraling around, but no one could have predicted what happened on this first episode. We're going to talk about all of that. But let's start with those rules because we need to break it down.
So for those of you in the fantasy pool, we got to talk about some things, okay? All of you had the opportunity to read how the points were going to be tallied and all that. The unknowns were what happens with Extinction Island, what happens with these coins. Coins, it's a whole new thing to Survivor. Survivor coins, fire tokens. And what do you get points for and what do you not get points for? So, I'm going to break it down right now. The rules and how scoring will work that you all got sent are still in play. The decision we had to make in this episode right off the bat, Natalie got voted out first.
Fuck!
My mom's watching this podcast.
Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry, Robert's mom.
Yeah, you know, we're like, you know, like keep the F words.
We can just bleep that in editing. I don't know if I'm actually gonna bleep that in editing. So if you're watching this, there's no bleep. You know, like
Mom, I didn't tell Kaylin before not to swear. I'm sorry. Okay, but here we are. Okay. So,
so sad.
So the way I see it, I'm just going to read off quickly how the scoring of our epic fantasy league is playing, okay? So everybody picked 4 fantasy players to earn them points. The way you earn points, survive a week, 5 points. Win team immunity, 5 points. An idol found, 10 points. Okay? Advantages or luxuries won or found or purchased with the fire coins, 10 points. Make the merge, 15 points. Individual immunity, 15 points. Get back into the game after being voted out, 20 points. Yeah. Those of you who have Natalie really are hoping for that right now. Or Amber. Sorry, spoilies. Idols played for themselves, not given to other people. Idols played for themselves.
So let's clarify
20
that.
points.
Does that count if someone plays an idol for someone else?
No.
No. They have to play it for themselves or no
Idol,
points?
an idol that you found that you played for yourself is 20 points.
What if you... So yeah, they can only get the points if they found it and played it for themselves.
Correct.
Okay.
If you play it for yourself.
Good clarification.
If
That's
you
important.
get given an idol and you play it for yourself, no points. Lucky fucking you. You get...
What happens if you buy the idol?
I just swore again.
Oh, dude, you gotta be careful.
Mom, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's really... Yeah. He doesn't do that, I promise.
I don't swear very often.
it's
Oh,
not-
okay, sorry.
Sorry.
No.
We'll bleep it. It's fine. Edit it.
Edit.
We're not gonna edit it.
Don't get me wrong. It's a good strategy to get an idol played for you, but we're not doing that in this fantasy.
No, but we also
league.
got to clarify. So if someone buys an idol, because that is the thing that's happening this season, we all saw it. No one knew that was going to happen prior, so the rules were kind of hard to go by. We had to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
But if someone buys an idol,
10 points.
10 points.
Because that
So if
falls
someone
in.
buys an idol, it still counts.
Yeah, that falls into the advantage, luxury, won, found, or purchased.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But to get the 20 points for playing an idol, you've got to play it for yourself.
Gotta play it for yourself.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Make the top 5, 20 points. Make the top 3, 30 points. Win Survivor, 50 points.
Yeah, and just to be clear on that, so we have a couple different options, right? So people were able to pick their 4 players. This is the week-to-week sort of thing. And then people were also able to pick their 5 players that they thought were going to make it towards the top 5. And then specifically 1 that they thought were going to win. And they can all be different. And some people in our pool did that. So there's a lot of different strategies going on. But yeah, we just need to make that distinction that there's a lot of different players that you can play for.
Yeah. Cool. Can we like cut right here?
Yeah.
Because Brandon's gonna go get a Subway.
But yeah.
Our sponsor next week will be Subway. Eat fresh.
Eat fresh?
Eat fresh. But we gotta give Brandon our order for Subway.
Yeah, we got to do that. Yeah,
So
we can cut it. Whatever.
we'll cut all this out.
Or if it's funny, we'll keep it. But yeah,
We could cut it out.
whatever. Yeah, of course.
I don't want them to hear what my Subway order is.
Why?
I don't know.
It's personal information.
It's personal information.
Subway's personal.
I don't know.
I don't mind telling.
And we're back.
We're back.
We just got our Subway order from B. Randon.
Yeah.
What a man.
Going to pick us up some Subway. Supporting our sponsor for next week.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Okay, so back to the points. So we have Island of Extinction. Okay? So every player...
Edge of extinction.
Edge of Extinction.
EOE. Edge of extinction.
Edge of Extinction.
Edge of extinction.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Every player who gets voted out of the game has the option to quit or go to the Edge of Extinction. Clearly, after watching this first episode, the Edge of Extinction is a big game changer. Clearly, it looks like there's going to be a lot of power from that island. A lot of hidden immunity idols are going to come from that island. They have to do challenges to win stuff. So, as the Survivor gods in
That's
this
us.
pool, that's us,
Yep.
we've decided you do not get a week-to-week survival points for being on the edge of extinction, but anything you find, advantages, luxuries, idols, counts.
Yeah, and this is simply because the rules specify it in a specific way.
Specific way.
Right. So, I mean, if you find an immunity idol, you get points. And that was the way it was written in the rules. So even if you're on EOE, that still counts. You still found an idol, it still gives you points. So unfortunate, because Natalie was on EOE. But, you still are going to lose out on points, right? Because you're not going to be getting the immunity challenge wins. So there's pros and cons to being out there. We don't know what's going to happen yet. All we've seen so far is very little. But, yeah, we'll talk about that more.
Yeah, but that's a perfect example. Natalie got voted out first. So she did not get the 5 points for surviving a week. She did not get the 5 points for winning team immunity. However, she did get the 10 points for finding a hidden immunity idol.
We take those.
We take
We
those.
take those.
So anybody who's got Natalie, You're looking pretty right now. And we'll get into that at the end of this podcast when we go over
The scoreboard.
the scoreboard. And for those of you who are not part of our fantasy league, that's okay. We're going to be posting up the leaderboard every week. Probably not this week. Maybe this week.
Oh, we'll do it this week.
You'll do it this week?
Yeah, we'll
okay.
do it this week.
We're going to post the leaderboard this week so you guys can follow along with those of us playing this game together.
Yeah, and the good thing is, too, I'm sure you all have your picks, who you want to win, the people who you think realistically will win, and also your favorite players. We're the same, right? We didn't all pick our favorite players. Some did. But we know that they're big threats. So you sometimes got to pick the people who maybe not everyone likes. So in the comments, let us know who you align with most when we put the scoreboard up on the screen. We'll probably put it like right here. And there's probably someone in there that you can think, yeah, I like that guy's picks. I like the girl's picks. And you can start rooting for them. It'll be fun for you too.
Totally. Absolutely. Okay. So, shall we dive in?
Let's do it.
Episode 1.
Fuck.
Holy.
Yeah.
You said the F word again.
Oh, no.
My mom is watching.
There's going to be so many beeps.
Unreal. Okay. They get to the island. Girls and guys hit the beach. Instantly, you think it's going to be girls v guys. Not the case.
Not the case.
Not the case.
They thought it. They were all surprised.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They toast some champagne.
Yes. Good way to start off the season.
Yeah. Well, you got to celebrate it.
Yeah.
20 winners together.
Yeah.
20 winners.
Good on you, Jeff. Good for having the champagne there. Celebrate a little bit. I think that was necessary. I mean, this is a pretty big moment in our Survivor lives.
Absolutely. So the tribes get separated into Sealy?
Sealy? Probably
Selly?
Sealy. Probably
Sealy?
I don't think it's Selly. That's
And
too Canadian.
Decal. Sealy and Decal.
Next week we'll have the names right. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Dakal.
DeCall. Probably DeCall.
DeCall.
That sounds more. It rolls off the
Sealy and Decal.
tongue. Sealy and DeCall.
Okay. So 2 tribes right off the bat, and instantly they play for fire and immunity. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
40 winners, and within the first 15 minutes of being in Fiji, one team's going to lose and have to vote out somebody.
How do you feel, man? You're a winner coming back. Within 15 minutes, you know one of you's going home, and all of you are equally crazy threats.
We saw. They were scrambling.
They were.
They were a bee's nest accidentally knocked off. Like just absolute chaos. No one knew what was going on except for Rob, because, Rob's the man.
I love that moment where Ethan's like, "Oh, your wife's here." And for those of you who don't know, and I was researching before the season, Ethan used to date Amber, like way back in the day, way back in the seasons. Apparently, he made it around a little bit, but he used to date Amber. So when you see that little moment where he's like, "Oh, your wife came," it makes it even more amazing.
It's a little juicy,
right? And then he's like, "Oh, good job, man." He pats him on the back, like, we got a little bit of drama going on already.
Yeah.
So that was fun. It was exciting for sure.
It was good, but to instantly, before you even get to go to the tribe and build the shelter and just get that early dynamics, you're playing for immunity.
You're playing for immunity right off the bat.
Insane. What a change in dynamics from every other season, where you at least get to go back to your beach and get to know each other
Set up
and be
shelters.
excited and have fun. No. It's like instantly the blue team who lost the first,
Yeah.
Sealy,
Yeah.
has to go back, and instead of having that fun moment, we're playing for Survivor. No. They're having to build the shelter and be like, we have to vote somebody out.
Yeah, and as we saw, every player said this game moved faster than any other game they played before.
Yeah.
And some of them played some pretty intense games. So there was no time to just have some fun, appreciate where you are. There was no time for that.
Yeah.
It was game mode.
It was insane. It was absolutely insane. One of the most epic first episodes I have ever watched since Rupert got voted out on the beach.
Yeah.
Devastating to me.
Sure enough.
So the blue team loses right off the bat. So we're not let's leave the red team to themselves for now. We'll talk about them later.
Yeah.
But the blue team gets voted out. So we have a team of targets. Okay? Who are you gonna vote out? Like we saw an early Rookie move
Yeah, we did.
by Denise and Adam.
Denise and Adam.
Denise and Adam decided to go for a walk.
Yep.
The last thing you should ever do in Survivor is separate yourself from the rest of the tribe on day one and go for a walk. And their excuse was they were looking for the well and they got lost.
Yeah.
Come on.
Which nobody bought, and they
Come
shouldn't,
on.
because like they say to they even they went to the grave with it saying no, that was the truth. We totally got lost. But come on, you played Survivor before. You have a map. Some of these people have been to this island before, right? I mean, they play on Fiji. They do this a lot. So This is not a new place. So yeah, very unbelievable. But sometimes you just gotta carry the lie. But yeah, Denise and Adam really put a target on their back. Super rookie move.
It was ridiculous.
I thought they were gone, man.
I honestly thought Adam was on the chopping block, but he did a good job kind of talking himself out of it.
Yeah.
And then I thought Denise was gone. I truly did. But you gotta play it. Now I gotta give some bias here. Adam is one of my picks to win. So I'm just putting that bias out right here on the table.
We'll see how you feel next week.
Here's the thing. The way he instantly turned the tables and was like, whoa. We got Natalie and Jeremy, who are best buddies.
2 peas in a pod.
We got Rob and Amber, who are husband and wife.
Yeah.
You are going to base your first vote on the fact that me and Denise got lost going to a well, 2 people who've never met each other?
Yeah, he's got a point, right? There's a lot of alliances out there already.
Yeah.
You know what's happened. It's happened pre-game. They were talking probably on their cell phones, figuring it out game way beforehand. So yeah, Denise and Adam, it's a threat, but it's not a bigger threat than everyone else out there.
No.
Everyone's got a game to play. Everyone's got a strategy. So he did a good job kind of getting that heat off of him for sure.
No. Well, he pointed out the first thing that was most important. Who are most likely to already be working together. And Natalie and Jeremy, they were best buds in their first season they played together.
Yeah.
What was that Blood versus Water or Blood and Water?
Yeah, that's probably the one, right? With the family members. Yeah. Tyson played in that season too.
So it's good move by Adam. He was scrambling, he pulled it out. Yeah. Well, I think we gotta talk about my man, Boston Rob. Everybody had Boston Rob's name on their lips in the beginning of this episode. Ben, Cowboy.
Yeah.
He actually had a good point. He was in a little group. He was like, we got to get Rob out. And everybody was in agreement. Like it was just done.
Yeah, same with Danny.
With Danny.
She was talking it up. And the fact that Rob just goes up to Danny in the middle of this group of people and says, hey, I heard you were putting down my name out there. What's going on? And she was just like straight up honest, tells him everything, talks to Ben. Ben tells him everything. Man, Rob is playing his traditional game right now, and I can't believe that these players are falling for it. I just don't understand. There's a reason I didn't pick him, because I thought, no, these players are all great. They're going to be smarter than that, and they're going to not fall for his tricks. And they're already doing it. They're getting in line to get voted out by Rob, and I can't believe it.
No, Boss Rob is a genius. He has this manipulation strategy where he's not even mad at you. Like look what he did to Cowboy, like Ben. He gets him on the beach, and Ben's like, he's like, yeah, is my name been talked about? Yeah. Well, who said my name? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, well, man, you not telling me the name makes me not trust you. Like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, do you really want me to not trust you right off? And Ben admitted, he's like, I've watched Boston Rob in these seasons, and I don't know how these players fall for it, and here I am, blah, 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 spilling out everything. Ben just spilled his guts.
Yeah.
The first bad move by Ben. He told Rob everything.
I love that he's in the interview with the producers and the TV crew, and he's like, I shouldn't have said that. I don't know why I said that. That's when you know someone's really pulled one over on you, is when you're in your personal moment where you don't have to admit anything. Yeah. You don't have to admit that. You could lie. But instead you're like, no, he got me. I'm feeling Rob's on a bit of a roll right now. So we'll see what happens. But that was impressive.
And the magic of Rob going to Danny as soon as he hears that information, and then literally confides in her, is like, I'd vote me out too.
Yeah.
And like, that's really fair. Did you say that? And she was just like starstruck and was like, oh man, my game's on the line. Like I played too early. And she's like, yeah, I said that.
I don't even know if it's starstruck. You're terrified. You're going,
Yeah.
okay, this guy's got a track record of getting people out when they don't like him.
Yeah.
And, okay, I don't want to be on the chopping block. I know the easiest way to do that is just to be honest, admit everything, and then maybe I'll be okay.
Yeah.
And she was. So probably an okay move. But do you think Rob's not holding on to that? And thinking,
Dude, Rob, this is brilliance now. Because now Rob's the hero. He calls her out for putting his name on the chopping block, and now she's like groveling at his feet, being like, hey, that's okay, I'd do the same thing. Well, we should work together. He literally said that. He's like, I'd do the same thing, but we should work together. And she just ate it out of his hand.
Yeah.
This is why Rob is the best player to have ever played the game. Hands down.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Oh,
That's
come
debatable.
on.
I don't agree, but he's definitely got a good gameplay out there.
He is a
He wrote the book.
master.
He wrote the book. But the thing is, all those other players, they probably read that book too, except for Amber, who admitted she did not read Rob's book.
Well,
It's kind of funny.
obviously, spoilers.
But,
Yeah. So we get to the first tribal council. I think Adam had a big part to play. He said the one thing that no one else said. Adam called out Jeremy and Natalie's relationship. That's all he had to do, and he was desperate, okay? When that information got back to what we can maybe see as the brewing power alliance of Rob and Parvati, Ben, like...
It's honestly, it feels like it's just like Rob and Parvati and then friends.
And then friends, yeah.
Like Rob and Parvati feel like they're running this game, which makes absolutely zero sense based on any type of logic you want to apply to this game preseason. But man, like when they sat together and they're just like, I feel pretty safe right now. Isn't that amazing? Because we're probably the two biggest threats in this game. They are right. They're huge, huge threats. And maybe that's why. Maybe they're meat shields. Maybe Jeremy's going to come and just keep them with,
Doubt it.
But, I think that's what's happening. No one wants to put them on the chopping block because they know that there's no chance that they make it after the merge. So we'll see what happens. But, man, was that ever impressive. Just them sitting together and saying, hey.
Adam throwing out that flare, just being like, not me and Denise, Jeremy and Natalie. And then they go talk to Rob, and Rob so calmly is like, that could work. Like, he didn't care. Like, he really didn't care. Denise, Adam, Jeremy, Natalie, it wasn't him.
You notice that, no one wanted to say any names. They actually didn't reveal who really was calling the shots here. They didn't reveal a lot. Even at Tribal Council, we really didn't know who was in charge. I don't know if anyone is, to be honest. But nobody wanted to say who to vote for, including Rob. He's like, no, just either of those two is fine. Just you guys pick, right? Trying to stay out of it. And I think there's some veterancy there.
Brilliant play.
Yeah.
Because already in episode 1, where Rob in his previous seasons has always been the master, is all the little peons go out. And then they all come back to Daddy Rob for permission.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Well, episode 1, it's already happened.
It's one episode.
Episode 1, it's already happened.
I'm calling it. I think Rob is done. I think Amber not being there anymore will help him, but I don't think Rob's going to make it much further.
No, Rob's going to make it to the merge, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Rob's making it to the merge. Amber being gone, now he gets to play like the widow. He gets to play the only reason you guys would have voted me off is gone now.
They're smarter than
what
that.
am I going to do?
No one thinks that's the only reason.
No, man.
Nobody thinks that.
Dude, it's brilliant. So first tribal council, Natalie gets voted out. Sad for her. She played before. She played with her twin sister in Blood versus Water. Her twin sister got voted out first. So at least Natalie and her twin have something in common.
Oh.
Other than, being twins.
Oh,
rough, right? Sorry, Natalie. But the good news is no one's out at the vote. Natalie goes to
Edge of Extinction.
Edge of Extinction. She gets there. It's a bad time.
You think anyone's going to raise that flag?
You know what, man? I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think the 40 winners or 20 winners, there's no way you're going to see anyone raise that flag. They don't want to be there. It's for $2 million. $2 million bucks.
I don't know, man. We've already seen 3 or 4 people cry about missing their kids.
Yeah, but come on, that's just the first day heebie-jeebies.
No,
like,
of course, but
I don't think, and like a little bit maybe of like, they know the audience, they know how the cameras work.
Oh,
they
totally.
kind of want to play it up a little bit.
What I'm saying though is
They
right
want to
now,
see a prize.
right now they all have hope.
Yeah.
Right now they all have hope. If somebody feels like there's no hope and they're not going to win, maybe they pull it.
Who fits that? I don't think anyone. I think everyone's got a little bit of hope out here because the teams are just so stacked. So I don't think anyone's going to pull that flag. And especially with all those cool advantages out there, we got to talk about that.
No. Well, and you know what? Here's the thing. Back in early Survivor, like when Ethan played, when Rob first played, when Amber first played, when you go home, you literally went home. You got on a plane and you straight home. This does not happen anymore. You are there on day one. You are there to the end of the season. It's called Ponderosa. It is this little village where you have a shower, a bunk, and you have to stay for the entirety of the game. So, yeah, you know what? I don't think anybody's going to quit because they miss their kids, because they're not going to see their kids anyway till the end of the season.
Ponderosa is probably a little bit more fun than Edge of Extinction.
Well, Ponderosa, you get to eat, you get to shower, you get to sleep on a mattress. I don't know. I voted no, people. I voted no. No one's quitting.
No one's quitting. I don't think so.
Somebody might get medically evacuated.
I hope not.
I hope not, but it could happen. But I voted no one's quitting. These are all winners. They're back for a reason.
They're back for a reason. They want to win that $2 million.
Yeah. All right, so this is a double episode. So let's move to the second immunity challenge. They're in the water. You got to take the boat out, get the puzzle pieces or the lock combinations. This is where Boston Rob is amazing. He wanted to win. He literally put people on his back and we're throwing them over the obstacle. Literally. That's Boston Rob to a T.
Hey, you got to give props to my boy Jeremy. He won that challenge, man. For sure.
Oh, yeah, the ring toss.
He struggled on that water circle thing that you got to jump over the little rolling log. He struggled pretty hard. I was worried. I was freaking out on the episode, being like, "Oh, that's my guy. Please don't let him be a target." He's throwing the challenge. He gets up there with that what do you call it? Horseshoe.
Ring toss.
The ring toss.
Ring toss, yeah.
And he just smashes it. It didn't look like he missed a single one. I don't know. Maybe that's editing.
Well,
who knows?
editing, but
it doesn't look
from
like
where we saw 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Epic win. I was really hoping I didn't want either tribe to have a runaway. It's way better in Survivor when the merge happens, the tribes are relatively even.
I wanted to run away.
You wanted to run away?
Because of my points, yeah.
Oh, who did you pick?
Well, when Natalie goes first night, then, and that's one of my picks, then yeah, you want to see the other team win because then you get more points. That's kind of how our pool works. So I was cheering for orange all the way. But
say orange?
Orange, right?
Red.
Orange, red. What's the difference? Orange is my favorite color. Red's lame. But yeah, I was hoping that they would win it. And, now I only get the 5 points just for Jeremy. But you know what? Well deserved. Well won. It was a good match.
Oh, it was a good match.
Yeah.
Good match. So we get back to the beach. The first elimination seemed more calculated. People were talking strategy. What the Survivor producers decided to show us for the second elimination was a complete shit show.
Yeah, we didn't really have any
idea. I had no idea, no idea.
No clue what was happening.
I thought at one point Tyson would be gone, and then he seemed to pick it up, but we didn't get any real good strategy manipulation. It was just...
Yeah, we saw a few names come out, people named Sandra, people named Amber, people named Tyson, but they're all going for that poker alliance. Yeah, I mean, we really had no clue. No clue. Watching that episode, you have no idea going into that tribal council. And, they also don't reveal anything at either the tribals. It was just a lot of talk about the game, but nothing really about who was getting voted out, who had already formed alliances.
It's too early.
All over the place.
Yeah. But before we get to tribal council, we got to talk about something. How the hell did Natalie pick Sandra to sell her idol to?
I think the reasoning is that Sandra will take it.
Okay.
Right? Like, because if you're selling your idol, they have to accept.
Okay, so like to back it up, Natalie wins in the hidden immunity aisle on Extinction Island or whatever it was called.
Edge of Extinction.
Edge of Extinction.
EOE, yep.
EOE. But it's only good for 3 tribal councils, so she's got to sell it to get one of the fire coins.
Yeah.
Now, she gave Jeremy her coin, but
I like that.
why she chose to offer Sandra?
Again, I think it's one of those things of like, Sandra's probably on the chopping block right off the bat. We already know that. She's a 2-time winner. Sandra is someone that's got to go. No one wants to see her win 3 times. That would be so disappointing for everyone else there to not have a 2-time winner and have her be a 3-time.
So you're saying Natalie picked the person she thought was most likely to buy it from her?
Correct. She wants that fire token. I don't know for what reason yet. I think Natalie's going to be a warrior. She's not going to buy any of the food. She's going to use it for any advantage of the game. She wants to get back in there.
Yeah.
That's what I think is going to happen. So she's playing it straight, and she's saying, look, Sandra is worried, and you can see it. As soon as she picked up that, she's like, oh, I'm going to play it tonight because I'm scared. But, I think that's a good move. It's smart to send it to the person who you think is most likely
to buy it because that's the strategy.
You want it, yep. You can't use the immunity. What are you going to do with it?
No.
You're on Edge of Extinction.
Well, it's brilliant. So we get to tribal council, and we learn nothing. Let's admit that. We learn nothing.
Basically nothing, yeah.
Basically nothing. Everybody's keeping their plan close to their chest. I was
a lot
worried.
of platitudes.
Yeah, I think the most shocking thing about that second tribal council is that Sandra didn't play the idol.
Yeah, she still got it, so she can use it in the next 2 tribals.
So now we know Sandra's safe for at least the next 2 tribals.
Well, we'll see. There's been a lot of people in Survivor who's been voted out with idols in their pocket, or even 2.
Sandra's the queen. She's not going to get voted out with an idol.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Come on, man.
You can pull a fast one on Sandra. You can pull a fast one on anyone.
No, that's true. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen, but Amber being voted out first, I'm actually kind of sad. I don't have Amber in my pool, but Rob has gotten to play like 5 times. Amber's gotten to play twice. And the argument can be made that Rob and Amber got married. Amber popped out a bunch of kids, and she's been the stay-at-home mom while Rob got to go adventure on Survivor. So it feels like this was Amber's time to come out and have her adventure. And what a disappointment it must be for her to be voted out first on her tribe.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of a bummer. Like, I'm excited in one way that it's going to fire up Rob.
He's going to be fired up.
He's going to be fired up, and now Rob has that card to play, being like, I don't have my person anymore. So, like, it's good for Rob, which I'm happy about, but I'm sad for Amber. This isn't the season she wanted to play. She didn't leave her kids, her 4 kids at home, to come out and be voted off second.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, I'm happy from a pool standpoint because I'm looking at the scores right now. A lot of you people picked Amber. Woohoo! Good for me because I didn't.
I didn't either. I'm feeling pretty good about it too.
I'm sad for her as a human.
I wanted to see Amber do well. I thought she could be she could go pretty far in this game. I really thought that. I thought Rob was going to be the target night 1, and then Amber would stay in the game because there's no real reason to go after her at that point. It went the opposite way. So I was wrong, but I didn't vote for either of them, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, you're right. Like from a personal standpoint, man, it's watching Amber win when we were like super, super young, it's a big part of our lives.
Oh, dude, I was still in high school, I think.
Yeah, I was
just out of high school.
I wasn't even younger than that. So I mean, yeah, like there's a personal connection there where you're like, oh, you don't want to see her go, but someone needs to. You got 20 winners. Yep. Someone needs to go. So unfortunately, we see Amber.
And you know what? The good news is all 4 of my picks are still playing. What about you?
Can we move on to the next topic?
Oh, next topic. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to finish off right here, but we got to talk.
Can we talk about who's on top of the score sheet right now?
Well, that's what we're going to do, yeah.
Okay, great. We can do that.
We got to talk about after episode 1. We already have an epic race. And this is exactly what I was hoping for. No one is a clear winner yet. No one. So, tied for first place. Let me start with something.
What's this? No, you got to finish it now.
All right, we got 13 players in our pool. So we got to give a shout out to our players in the pool. We got Chris, Melissa, Zawix, Jordan, Kaylin, Robert, Dana, Melina, Nicole, Dominic, Evelyn, Brandon, and Tammy.
That's a lot of players.
That's a lot of players. We got 13 players in this fantasy pool.
Thanks for playing, guys.
Thanks for playing. We really appreciate it. We're going to send an update tonight with the scorecards, who everybody picked, all the information you need. But we're going to start off with just saying, after this episode, we have a lot of ties. To be expected after the first episode.
It's only one night, yeah. Well, no, we got a doubleheader, but
a doubleheader.
Still only one doubleheader.
Yeah. So even though this guy lost a player tonight to the edge of extinction, because she found that idol worth 10 points, we have Kaylin in first place with 65 points.
Oh, that sounds good. I like the sound of that.
Tied.
Oh, I don't want to say that.
With our boy Jordan Zwix with 65 points.
What are you doing, Zwix?
Zwix.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Everybody else, I'm not going to list them all off because everybody's a tie. Everybody else is either 60 points or 55 points. So we have a 10-point spread right now. It's early. Nothing is guaranteed at this point. This is epic. Yeah. This is how I wanted the first episode to go.
Yeah.
Like,
everyone's got life in the game.
Everyone's got life in the game.
Nothing is decided.
Tons of hope.
Again, we're going to put the scoreboard right up on the screen.
Yeah,
so
like,
you'll know. You can read it
right
off.
after this. The scoreboard will be right.
Sure.
Like,
yeah. I mean,
right,
I'll do my best.
here?
I don't know, man.
It'll be consuming.
I'll put it over your face
stream.
so no one can see.
But man, welcome to Survivor's Winners at War.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What an epic first episode.
It's pretty damn good.
I'm pumped.
I'm super pumped. I can't wait for next week, man.
What do you think's going to happen next week?
Well, I'm hoping that Orange wins, and we'll continue that streak for a while. That's what I'm looking for. And as long as...
Orange? There's no orange. There's red and blue, bro.
It's orange. It's orange. We're calling it orange. I'm going to keep doing that this entire...
Orange?
podcast. It's orange. Yeah, orange. Exactly.
You're hoping red wins?
I'm hoping red wins. And we just want to see Jeremy stay alive here.
You know you only have one red player.
No, I don't.
Kaylin, Jeremy, Kim, Michelle, Natalie.
Well, that sucks. Okay, so we're actually okay with how things are going.
What a guy. Well, thank you for tuning in to the Survivor Gods podcast post-episode series. We're going to be doing this after every single episode. And luckily for you, it's not just going to be us two. We're doing viewing parties every week. So we're going to have guest people who are in the pool to talk about their strategy, everything that's going on. It's going to be a great season of Survivor.
Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in.
Man,
we'll see you next time.
Love you guys. Should we get another drink?
Hell yeah.
Riccardi.
Sponsored.
Sponsored.